I quit, and as a YouTuber, I have an obligation to make a very dramatic video explaining why. So here we go. No, I'm not quitting YouTube, but as you can see, this is a prompt video, and it might be the last prompt video for a while. To be completely honest, quitting the prompt series has been something I've been thinking about for a long time, and quitting is it's just not what I do. It's not my personality. I stick with things no matter how much I get tortured, hence Inktober. I also don't read scripts. I made a bullet point on what to talk about, but I have a feeling that I am going to be rambling and going off topic, so I will try to stay on topic. So to be honest, I have been thinking about quitting the 500 drawing prompt series for months. I mean, it's been a very long time, probably since the beginning of this year. It's been on my mind, and it's been eating away at me. I have just found over time that I start to dread making the videos. I'm not finding them as fun to make. I do enjoy them. It's just not exciting. I don't know. It's losing its spark, I guess. I created the 500 drawing prompt series over 2 years ago, and I first created it because I wanted to get rid of art block. I wanted to keep myself motivated to keep drawing when I didn't know what to draw. I wanted to draw new things, and over time that art block has definitely faded away, and I really have motivation to work on other things and personal projects now. So I feel like the prompt series isn't necessary for me anymore. I make 2, sometimes 3 videos a week on my YouTube channel, and it's a lot of work for one person. 2 videos is enough work, but with 3 videos, I have just found that I have been prioritizing quantity over quality for my content, for my art, for my videos, for social media, and I'm not making the content or art I'm proud of. And that's not something that I want to put out there. I want to put out my best. I want to put out something I'm proud of. I want to put something out that I didn't rush every week. There have been so many videos where I wasn't entirely happy with the artwork, or I wanted to do more than one drawing in the video, but I didn't have time, and I had to keep going because I have 3 videos a week to make, and it's becoming too much, and I keep putting content out that I'm not super happy with, and I want to be happy with it. And I want you guys to enjoy it too. If I'm putting out bad content, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much, and I want you guys to enjoy the content. I don't want to neglect things. To be honest, I haven't even started my one goal for this year. My one goal this year was to make and publish a book, and I haven't even done that. I know you're probably thinking, Kasey, publish your Inktober. It's a lot of work to find an editor and an agent and a publisher, and then go through and edit the story and the illustrations. And Inktober is something that's just really rushed, and I want, again, to put something out that I'm really proud of. I just want to make sure that what I put out there is something that I'm completely happy with and that I know I put full effort into, which Inktober is not it. I put a lot of effort into Inktober, it's rushed, and you know how it is. Creating a book has always been my #1 goal with my art, and just giving myself that 1 day a week will be very helpful towards working towards that goal. The prompt series got me out of a rut, it got me out of art block, it got me creating again. I'm motivated, and it's just not what I need right now. Now that I am remotivated, it's time to put the series aside and start to work on something else that I'll be proud of. That being said, I'm not completely quitting the 500 drawing prompt series. It's just going to be random uploads instead of a scheduled weekly upload. So after this prompt, when will I upload? Next week? A month from now? Who knows when it will be? I'm just trying to prioritize things that I want to accomplish in my life, I guess. Basically, I will upload a prompt video when I feel like it. I definitely want to finish the series. Like I said, I'm not quitting it completely. I am going to get through it. I just need to take a step back and prioritize what I want to do with my life. I just need to put it aside while I work on other things. This could be good for the prompt series. This way you'll never know when the next prompt is going to come out. How exciting! This way I can put more effort into other videos and make them better, And also you guys will have more time to work on your prompt. So instead of just having that limited week amount of time, you might have 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I guess the only problem is now you don't know when the deadline is, but it's not going to be weekly, I'll tell you that. That being said, the biggest reason why I even love this series to begin with isn't that it gets me out of art block. I love doing the drawings, but my favorite part about this series is how interactive it is with all of you guys, and I'm seriously going to miss that. This is actually the biggest reason why I didn't want to quit the series, is because I seriously love looking at hashtag Kasey the Prompt and seeing how creative you guys are. I really am going to miss this interactivity with you guys. I think it's just so much fun to have a community where we can get together and get creative and see just how differently each of us think and create. But it's not entirely going away, it's just going to be less often. I have a really hard time saying no to people, so this whole year has been filled with offers that I just say yes to because I don't want to let people down. And in return, I've been letting myself down. So I just really want to work on my own goals. And even though it's the end of the year, it's not too late to start a book. So maybe 2020 will be the year of the book. And because I do want to be completely honest with you guys, another reason why I want to take a step back from the prompt series is because of views. I completely understand why the 500 drawing prompt series isn't the most popular series on my YouTube channel. It's kind of repetitive and it's more for artists. It's not a very shareable series. If you want to watch something interesting and entertaining, the 500 drawing prompt series just isn't it. It's just an illustration. It is what it is. It's just art. And I get that. I totally get that. But it is a passion project and it's something that I love to do with you guys. So on one hand, I don't want to quit it because I definitely want to finish it. But on the other hand, I do have to look at YouTube as my job, as my career. And if I'm doing something that just isn't working, then I'm basically putting my job at jeopardy. And I just think it's just scaring a lot of people away from my channel. It's just something I have to think about as a YouTuber, unfortunately. So I'm not quitting, it's just going to be a sometimes video. That said, I'm really sorry to everybody who looks forward to this prompt series every week. I just need to take care of myself, I think. So please understand. All right, I think I explained that really well. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer as much as I can. All of that said, shall we talk about the art? So as you know, the prompt this week was a new typeface, and although I didn't really make a new typeface, I just kind of spelled things out in an illustrative way. This whole prompt series is about illustration and drawing, so I think it just makes more sense to draw something in a text form rather than go in a graphic design route. So I thought it would be really fun to theme this illustration to the topic we talked about. So there are plants growing and they are spelling give up. And then I put a sign in front of it that says don't. And originally I was going to draw myself standing next to the sign, but then I don't like to draw myself for the 500 drawing prompt series. I think it's just kind of boring and kind of a cop-out. So instead, I drew some ants coming into the side and they're climbing on the sign and it's really cute. But then the more I looked at this illustration, the more I thought this looked like almost like a farewell to the 500 drawing prompt series, and it just seems like the ants are trying to support me and it seemed kind of sad. The 500 drawing prompt series is such a good series for coming up with new ideas, and that's what I love so much about it. I mean, heck, the ants in my ant illustrations and everything about my brand when it comes to ants, this new illustrative series that I love so much and cannot wait to make into a book, would not exist without the 500 drawing prompt series. Just think about that. That is crazy. I love this series. I'm never going to give up on it. And this was just kind of a cute little illustration to remind myself to not give up. Even if things are growing in a way that makes you want to give up, don't. This was too motivational. Let's take a look at you guys' prompts from last week. It's probably going to be the last time for a few weeks. It's kind of sad, but we'll get through this. Last week's prompts were a bonsai tree and headphones. Our first featured artist is Ale Sophie, who created this illustration of this cute character sitting on the floor listening to their headphones. And I just love the vibe of the room. It just seems like such a comfy little room to go sit in. There's lights, there's art, we have our bonsai tree, little stuffed animal. I love it. This illustration just has such a chill vibe to it. And next up we have McCrowley Creations, who created this really fun Posca pen illustration. You guys are really good at reminding me that I need to break out my Posca pens more often. I love the colors on this illustration. It just pops. It's so bright, and the cat is so cute. I love the tail turning into the bonsai tree. And colorful, and you can't help but smile when you see this. I just want to lay on the ground with some headphones on. Thank you guys so much for joining in last week, and thank you so much for understanding why this needs to happen. I will see you in the next video. Stay golden. Bye. Please excuse my hair. I am in desperate need of a trim. I mean, dang. Hey guys, welcome to my channel.